Are you ready to be great? Stop letting self-doubt, insecurity, and fear prevent you from building your business. This morning, wake up to success. Here's John Preston.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on Wake Up to Success. Today I want to talk about something that I have no doubt that you hate, and that is cold calling. Now, while there are certainly a lot of modern ways involving, social media and other sources to reach out and make first contact with customers, research shows over and over again that it's the cold call which has the most success because of its potential to be personal. Now, here's the problem. We all hate it. And if you think that you can't make it as a business owner, you can't make it as a salesperson because you don't like the cold call, well, guess what? Everybody hates it just as bad. Your most successful people hate cold calling. The only thing is they've learned how to be good enough at it to get success, and they've also learned how to set their mind and just power through it to get it done. So today I want to talk about cold calling. Now, I will tell you, the same things I talk about here apply to a lot of other ways of making first contact with a customer as well. But we're specifically talking picking up the phone and calling a business or potential customer that you're trying to reach and partner with. So first and foremost, when you sit down, make sure you've got the list of the people you're going to call in front of you. One of the biggest mistakes people make when they cold call is they make a call, then they try to figure out who they're going to call next. They make a call, and then they try to figure out who they're going to call next. And the result is it just takes a lot longer than it should to make the number of calls you need to make to be successful. So have your list ready in front of you so that it literally is call, hang up, dial. Call, hang up, dial. Call, hang up, dial. Over and over. And you'll find that by the time you get to the third or fourth one, it's gotten much easier and you're able to make the contact. So that's number one. Have your list ready before you get started. Number two, smile. I mean, it seems like such a little thing, but people can hear when you're smiling. When you smile, you've probably heard the adage, smile and dial. But the truth is, when you smile, before you make that first contact, your energy level automatically goes up. You feel more friendly and you sound more friendly. And that's one of the things that will separate you from a lot of people that are calling, is if they recognize that you've got a smile on your face and you're friendly. That automatically puts them more at ease. The third thing is to value their time. The one thing you absolutely do not want to do is, as soon as they answer the phone, start trying to sell them your product, because you don't know what they were doing when the phone rang, and that sends the message to that business that you don't care about their business, that your product is more important than whatever they've got going on at the time. And so that's where salespeople get such a bad rep, is they'll call someone and immediately start trying to sell them. Well, you're not trying to sell them until you know there's time to. So respect their time. First thing is, hey, do you have a few minutes that I'd like to show you something? And if they don't, then set up a time to talk with them later. So respect their time, because that sets a great first impression. So now you've got your list in front of you, you're smiling, you respect their time. And then now, number four, make it about their business. Nobody wants to hear you talk about your business. They want to talk about their business. And so you've got to make sure that whatever script you're using and whatever language you're using when you talk to these people, these potential customers, that you make it about them and not you. Think about how many times you've been at a party and somebody walked up to you and all they talked about was themselves over and over again. I did this, I did this, I did this. And very quickly, you're ready to walk away. Same thing goes on a cold call. They have to understand how this product benefits them. So talk about their problems, their concerns and their need for a solution before you start talking about your product. And you'll find that you connect at a much, much better level. And then finally, recognize that a no is not personal. One of the biggest mistakes people make, especially people new to the sales world, is they think a no is a direct reflection of their performance and what they said or didn't say. And so they start second guessing themselves. What did I do? What did I say? How did I piss them off? How did I do this? Why didn't they like me? But most of the time, it has absolutely nothing to do with anything you said, anything you did, anything about your product, anything about you. One of the biggest mistakes we all make when we're sitting down to do cold calls, it's like we're in a little bit of a world of our own. I like to think of it as the old Get Smart, dome of silence comes down around us. And we're focused on nothing but making those calls. And it's so easy for us to assume that the person on the other end of the line is the same way, that they're 100% focused on what we're saying and what we're talking about and our product and how it can help them. And they're not. They're thinking about 1,000 other things, because at the moment you called, they may have been standing in line to do something, had a bunch of people waiting on them, had a sick kid, worried about what they were going to fix for supper. I mean, there's a million things going on in their life, and then you just kind of step into the middle of it. And most of the time, they don't hear anything you say because they're so focused on what's happening around them at that moment, and they're just trying to get you off the phone. So really, don't take it personally. Odds are they have no idea what you just said because they were thinking about something else. So remember, just because you're 100% focused on that call, don't expect them to be. And that's why it's okay to call back people a week later, 2 weeks later, and go through the same spiel again, because there's a really good chance they won't remember you calling the first time, because they had a lot on their mind. So don't take it personal. So real quickly, let me recap. First, have your list in front of you. Second, smile. 3, value their time. 4, make it about them. And then finally, 5, don't take it personal if they say no. And you'll find that cold calling gets much easier the more you do and the better you get at it. And you'll see your business start to benefit from that growth.